The Congress of South African Trade Unions has officially welcomed the 2026 national minimum wage adjustment, marking a significant milestone in South Africa's labour history. Effective the 1st of March, 2026, the hourly rate will rise from R28.79 to R30.23, representing a total increase of 5%, inflation plus 1.5%. While the hike is slightly lower than the original proposal, the Federation is hailing the above-inflation increase as a victory for the country's most vulnerable workers. By securing a 1.5% buffer above inflation, the Commission aims to prevent the erosion of value. For workers in high-inflation environments, a nominal raise that only matches inflation results in stagnant purchasing power. This real-term increase is designed to provide a stimulus effect, as lower-income households typically circulate their earnings immediately back into the local economy for essential goods and services. The increase will have the most immediate impact on sectors traditionally characterized by low pay and high labor intensity, including agriculture and domestic work, once pegged at significantly lower rates, 18 rands and 15 rands respectively in 2019. These sectors are now fully equalized with the national floor. Retail and hospitality. Large-scale employers in these sectors will need to adjust payrolls by March. Security and cleaning. High-density employment areas where the national minimum wage often serves as the standard rather than the floor. The Congress of South African Trade Unions notes that since the national minimum wage's inception in 2019 at 20 rands per hour, the rate has grown by over 50% in 7 years, which they describe as one of the most transformational achievements of the current administration. Despite the celebration, a significant point of contention remains. Workers under the expanded Public Works Program and Community Work Program are currently earning just 16 rands 62 cents per hour, roughly 55% of the incoming national minimum wage. The Congress of South African Trade Unions has labelled this disparity unacceptable and is calling for an accelerated roadmap from the Presidency and Treasury to bridge this gap. The Federation argues that the government cannot justify paying its own project-based workers significantly less than the legal minimum mandated for the private sector. A wage floor is only as effective as its enforcement. The Congress of South African Trade Unions' analysis shifts toward a criminal justice perspective regarding defaulting employers, likening sub-minimum wage pay to modern slavery. A critical development to watch is Minister of Employment and Labour commitment to hiring 20,000 additional labour inspectors. This massive scaling of oversight is intended to target repeat offenders in the construction and farm sectors, enable more frequent unannounced workplace audits, shift non-compliance from a civil administrative issue to a prosecuted offence. For years, critics of the national minimum wage argued that aggressive increases would lead to mass layoffs. The Congress of South African Trade Unions' current analysis leans on independent academic research to argue the opposite, citing that the national minimum wage has reduced inequality without triggering the predicted bloodbath. By pointing to similar successes in Germany and Brazil, the Federation is positioning the national minimum wage not as a burden on business, but as a pillar of stable, consumer-driven economic growth. For the Nightly Report, I'm Bob, wishing you a fair day's work and a peaceful night's rest.